Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to you guys again. It's always a privilege. I'm very thankful to be up here today. Hear you guys. I have been with Rahm over a year. It seems like a lot longer. Actually, it'll be about a year and a half towards the end of this year. So it may seem like we haven't done a lot in the last year, but we have. We do have patents. We have a new product. It's one of many products that we've been working on. And the new product, we have patents, as you heard Byron discuss. I've had people ask me who wrote the patents. I had someone say to me that they heard I didn't work on the product. Who did work on the product? Here's what I'm going to tell you. As a scientist, when I work on a product, I review existing products, I review existing patents, and then I help come up with the best formula that I can find. So yes, I did write the patents. Yes, I did work on all the patents that we talked about yesterday, and we will talk about again tomorrow. And yes, we did get acceptance, and we have some time where we can actually add additional information to this. But we have the patent around the product that we're going to be discussing today. And the formula is a formula that has been used in some parts in other different ingredients, but never in the way that we have processed it or used it together. So I would like everyone to know that, so that you do understand what you're getting ready to see and how it is unique from anything else that's out there. Before I speak about Bend, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to try to use some things about myself to help explain the product. You guys know me when you see me on stage or when I walk by you. That's a small part of me. Anyone that's heard my talks about we are our own city and we have good and bad cells and we have to take the toxins out of the cells and the bad things out. We have to clean the cells, and then we have to make them look new, and we have to replenish them. That's what we do with Soul and Core. You guys do that, and then your city, yourself, it's still its own city and self. You have your own cells, your own pheromones, your own ingredients that no one else has. I do too. That's why, how many out here have ever been married or been in love? Okay. How many of you guys have ever, or who married someone who had a significant other, knew the first time that you saw them? How many of you guys, it took some time? Let me explain that from my viewpoint as a scientist that works in the lab. When I work with products inside a lab, sometimes there's certain cells or molecules or products that instantly are attracted to each other. There's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter how I work with that product, what I do, they instantly are drawn to each other, and sometimes you can't pull them apart. Sometimes there are products that are equally strong or even stronger that I have to work with for months and years before I can figure out how they can work together or be created together to come up with a new molecule or a new product. This is the truth. The same applies to us as human beings. We are an energy. We are attracted to certain things, and we are each different. We are each our own product, just like we're each our own city. For me, there are lots of things about me, like I said, that you may or may not know, but I want to share something with you. I have zero problem being on stage. I never get embarrassed. Well, let me not say never. And you guys have seen me nervous, so I don't get that nervous. I really don't. It's something that comes pretty natural to me. However, I've shared this with Monica. I can sometimes have anxiety about meeting new people. And that's something people don't know about me. I can sometimes have so much anxiety that I don't want to walk out of the house, and I have 4 children, so I have to walk out of the house. starting very early in the morning, because I'm scared I'm gonna meet someone that doesn't know me, that I might disappoint. Because my goal every day is to show kindness to everyone I meet, and sometimes I feel like I fail people during the day, so I have this anxiety. Who would have known that about me? Maybe Monica, maybe Byron and Russ, because I've traveled with them for work. I think I shared that with them. I don't know if they probably had a hard time understanding that. The reason I'm sharing that with you is all of the ingredients in our new product that I'm going to discuss, you guys are going to email me and text me and WhatsApp me and the company and say, did you guys know the negative about this ingredient? Or did you guys know that these things can happen? And I can tell you my answer already is probably yes. Because see, with every ingredient in a product, where there's a positive, there can be a negative. See, I am an introvert. I'm a scientist, I'm a researcher. I spend all day in my mind thinking through what I need to do, which is why I have a little bit of anxiety about meeting people, because I'm thinking about a product or what I'm trying to do, and then I know I need to be talking to them and looking at them, but I'm thinking about something, and that's me. Do I love people? Yes. And sometimes am I scared to meet people? Yes. They're both true about me. Same way with these ingredients. But I wouldn't change who I am, because the strength that I have is what helps create new products, new molecules, new cures for diseases, and that's me. And the great thing about these ingredients in this new product is they have such strengths that yes, there's a few weaknesses. Yes, there can be a reaction, because guess why? They are so strong, and you're gonna know it the first time you take this product. So, who has ever experienced pain? And I put joint pain here, but any pain. So, discomfort, pain, inflammation, they're rising, they go to the joint, it's all a part of what's going on in your body. We know that some of it's caused by inflammation, right? We know that pain can be a cascade that you can't turn off, and that's why when people take pain medicine, if you're a doctor, you know what you tell patients. Listen, if you're in pain and you take pain medicine, do not get behind the pain. You need to take the medicine every 3 to 4 hours after surgery, because if you don't, then the pain will get to you and you can't catch up. You're like chasing it, right? So that's why the inflammation cascade of pain will go on and on and on. And you have to take something that is either long-acting or that you have to take something continuously. Joint pain can vary in intensity. As a research scientist, we have different scales that we use for pain. We have psychosocials where we look at quality of pain. We also have quality and cost factors of pain. It's the most chronic illness. Do you know what costs so much money in healthcare? Pain. It affects everything about you. And pain impacts every family and every society. It's systemic, it can be acute, it can be chronic, but it's there, so you have to deal with it. So when we were talking about what products to come out with first, this was one of those products that we knew you needed. We also wanted a product that when you took the product and you were in pain, you would notice relief and notice there was something going on within 20 to 30 minutes. So, there's other things out there you guys can take instead of this. We know about the opioid addiction. All of us know someone, either a friend or a family, including me, that has been impacted by opioids or pain medicine. Another thing we don't talk about is that pain medicine can cause addiction, but even Tylenol and Advil and other pain medication can cause a GI bleed, which can cause death, an ulcer, and a variety of other diseases and healthcare issues. So, we need a remedy. We need a product that's powerful, that has strong ingredients, and that people will notice, and that people can help. Your inflammation can vary, it can come down when you're eating, it can change, and you probably wonder why. If you'll pay attention to your body, which is unique in itself, and the fact that sometimes you'll eat certain things and you feel better, is because the ingredients that are in that food are helping you feel better. So this is one of the things we looked at when we were looking at how to design the product and what to do. We've created a supplement with seeds. We also have other ingredients in here, but the main powerful tool are the seeds that are in this product. So we're introducing this today. You guys see the name. The product is called Bent. I never deserve you guys to stand up when I walk out. You always do. But I want to tell you something. This product deserves a standing ovation. So I would like for you guys to stand up and try it. That they know that Soul and Core are cleansing the body and replenishing the body. That's a vague analysis of Soul and Core, because we also know that it can cause targeted cell death of cancer cells. I've heard case after case about tumors and pain. We saw it this afternoon on stage, a living testimony of what it can do. But also through that, yes, they work. This is not replacing Soul and Core. This is something that can be taken in conjunction with it that was made for pain. This is completely vegan, non-GMO, and created and backed by science. So backstage, I was asked, where are the white papers? If you will corner Russ Crowley, because I'm going to put this off on him, and Byron Belka, because they are the two individuals that have what I have been working on. I took multi-center placebo-controlled studies from NIH and PubMed. Many of you guys know I'm taking classes right now in the graduate program at Harvard, so I have access to their library and to all their IT tools. So I took a combination of different sources from the bioscience engineering department and nanotechnology, as well as the science department in medical school, and I used that information, and we now have a list of scientific studies behind each ingredient. I was going to bring all the binders. I would have had like 4 suitcases. Seriously. So I did give a list of the resources. We are trying to figure out how to roll those out. We were going to print those out for you, and we're still deciding what to do as far as just the basics of the top 10 to 20 published, placebo-controlled, multi-disease state studies, etc., multivariate trials from NIH and PubMed on all these ingredients, because all these ingredients are backed by science and publications. The first is the black cumin seed oil. You guys are very familiar with this. We use that as one of the important ingredients that are in the product. We use flaxseed, curcumin, GS, Levagen, sodium, hyaluronate, I always have a hard time with that, Nuris, vitamin E, vitamin B12, biospharin and bioprin, and stevia. Here are a few under each one. I actually listed one of the top articles that we found when we were working on the ingredients, and which we also used to back some of the stuff we were doing in the lab. So I like to have Monica Belka on stage when I travel, but she asked me today not to come up here, so I'd like for her to stand for 1 second. And I don't know if Neely, will you stand? And I don't think Mindy's out here, is she? was going to have Mindy stand. Is Susie, are you here? I don't know if Susie's in the room. Is Mike here? Or Paul? I was going to have different people stand, and here's why. You guys can sit down. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. The ingredients that we used in this product are all very different. Monica is different than Neely. Neely is different than Paul. Paul is different than Mike. Mike is different than Mindy. Mindy is different than Russ. I can go on and on. When I go over these ingredients, I want you guys to know this. I listed some top facts about the ingredients. I listed the personality so you guys would know why we use them. But I want you to know this, in some of these instances, when we use these ingredients together, it causes a synergetic or a catalyst event which changes the components of those products to be unified and stronger and better. And then we processed it in a way that it does that even more. So for example, when Monica married Byron, they each had strengths and weaknesses, but together, they were better. Apart, not as great. Together, better. Then they had 4 children. Guess what? The 6 of them together are stronger than each of them individually. That's how these products are, and I'm telling you this because I want you to know this. In a lab, and as a scientist, when I work on things, it always relates back in my mind to my family and friends and personalities. So, the black cumin seed is used in Soul and Core, and it's very, very good. It's very powerful with pain when it's used in this product because of the other ingredients that are involved and because of the synergetic effect and the catalyst effect between the ingredients. So, black cumin seed, you guys know the benefits. It can boost your immune system. It can help your metabolism. It can help your heart. It can cause targeted cell death. But it's also a very potent painkiller. It can, as everyone knows, it stops inflammation. It makes your cells healthy, so they tell pain, we don't want you to come in, stay out. It stops the cascade. It also, as a bonus, can enhance your energy or your memory. How many of you guys notice a difference when you take Soul over the day as far as energy? Well, let me tell you how powerful this product is. I took it about an hour before lunch. Even though I worked on this product, I don't have the product, unfortunately, but I took it about an hour before lunch. We sold out of the product immediately when we launched it in Croatia, which is why now we're launching it, today. So people have just wanted it and liked it so much that it just keeps selling out. So when I took the Bend product, I immediately felt energy. I wasn't hungry, and I'll show you why later in just a second. And I started sweating. So if you guys want to come up to me tomorrow, which is what happened to me in Croatia, or in an hour or 2 hours, and say, Christina, I'm sweating, I'm going to explain to you why. It's not because of the black cumin, although the black cumin is giving you energy. It's because along with the other products, it's increasing your metabolism. How many of you guys care if it increases your metabolism? So I should not share this on stage, and she's probably going to be upset with me, but Monica said to me, I love it when I sweat. I said, well, I don't before I go on stage. But she said, when you work out, and I said, yes, but you're increasing your metabolism, so instead of being on a treadmill, you are experiencing that while you're sitting there. So you guys will feel that. So you got the black cumin seed, and then we added flaxseed, and that minimizes muscle breakdown. I know most of you guys understand flaxseed. It's a very powerful tool. It's used a lot of times for blood pressure lowering. prostate cancer, breast cancer, your top 3 cancers, I want you guys to know, it's known to fight it, and there's articles to show it can beat it. It's a very powerful tool. Is that why we used it here? No, but guess what? That's a great side effect, right? So it also, of course, helps with anti-inflammation and minimizes muscle breakdown. Very helpful with cardiovascular as well, as most of you guys know. Glucosamine sulfate possesses anti-inflammatory and anti-aging properties. Don't you hate that? Why would Christina Cook want to put something in there, or Byron Belka, or the other scientists that would stop aging? Yeah, yes. So that's 2 properties, right? They're very different. Do we use it for anti-aging? No, we use it to stop the inflammation, but that's a side effect of it. It helps with bone and joint pain. Lots of articles show this. You will find some negative things where they say that unless you use it with the right ingredients, they don't think it does that, which we did. It reduces swelling. It helps with your ligaments. So that's important, and it makes them, and let me explain why it helps with your ligaments, because it's helping basically with the elasticity and the movement of those because of the way that it's designed. It's a great product. It's a strong product. It's a healthy product. If used in conjunction with the next product I'm going to talk about, sodium hyaluronate, it shows an impact in overall pain scores, which is very, very important. It improves digestion and gut health. Why is that important? You guys hear Dr. Wright talk about this. It's very important what happens in your gut. It affects your whole body. You guys understand that if you have a healthy system, you need to have good gut health. And this is one of the products that helps with that. Very powerful product, helps with inflammation, helps with joint pain. It's going to make you feel better, and it's one of the reasons that you're going to feel it within 20 to 30 minutes. So with sodium, if you have the right sodium and you make it the right way and you use it the right way as SH, it can maintain and help your metabolism. It actually can improve overall metabolism over time. It can result in smoother skin, wrinkles, and all-around fuller appearance if it is used with glucosamine that I just said. So it has to be used with some other things because it's a very powerful catalyst. It helps absorb nutrients. There have been studies which show this can be a negative because of the fact that it can be so powerful in that way. So you have to use it with the right ingredients, and you have to know what you're doing. You don't want to just throw this product or into every other product. This is something that's very good when used in conjunction with the other ones. It stabilizes the intercellular skin matrix. It's like a glue. One of the reasons I wore the dress that I'm wearing is I wanted to use this as an example. You want to hold things together? I wasn't trying to be funny, Monica. I told Monica, why can't I think of a joke like everyone else? So it just came out. But anyway, it's thank you. It's like a glue. The 2 ingredients I just talked about with bioperine, which is another thing we're going to talk about, it holds it all together. And you guys, I would like for it to be held all together, and so would you. So this is a great product that we use to actually act as a catalyst and to hold things in place so you experience less pain. So again, product that's used for the joints. It also helps with aging and helps with the skin. I said to Monica, if you use Sol and Core and Bend on your face or on your skin, you'd have a lot of great results. It's something else that you guys might want to think about. Vitamin E is in this product, and we use quite a bit of it. It's a major lipid-soluble component of cells. It's very important. It's actually the main one. It's very important to cell health, and we used it. It also is very important as far as anti-inflammation. It's one of the products we looked at a lot, as well as some of the other ones when I worked on a product called Viagra. There's about 3 or 4 of the products actually in here that we had looked at. So it has some really great things about balancing cholesterol, balancing hormones, helping with thickness, repairing damaged skin and hair, because it's so good for your cells. So again, balances hormones for men and women and improves vision as well. Very important product, and we have a lot of it. Another one that you guys probably know a lot about is curcumin. You guys, we use a very powerful formula. I was on the phone with Byron. He's in Nashville, he was in Salt Lake. We had some other scientists on the phone when we were talking about the formula. We had a part of the formula that we had seen internationally, and then we were working on it in the United States. And we talked about how to source the product so that we could maybe get it cheaper, but we went against that because we wanted to bring something very powerful that everyone would notice and everyone would impact. So we sourced this from a very good source, the best we could find, so we could bring you a very strong product. If you look at turmeric in the class of products and curcumin, they are used for a wide variety of things, including cancer cell death, including a wide variety of cancer. It's known to get rid of tumors. Susie was sitting at lunch with us and talking about how there were different case studies about soul and core that helped get rid of brain tumors. And she has the MRIs and all the information. This is another thing that is very positive for people as far as the ingredients have been proven to be used for cancer. It can assist with hormone balancing again. It gives you a kick, let me just say that. It's a spice. You're gonna feel it. One of the reasons I'm still sweating, seriously, I do not like doing that on stage, it is because of this ingredient, and I am metabolizing things quicker, which is why I would like to keep cases of this at my house. Someone even asked me how many times a day do you take it? My answer has to be 1. My answer inside of my head was 5 to myself, 10, 20. But it also increases mood, which is really great, which I love as well. All of us get down. This gives you a kickstart. But I've noticed something about this product. It immediately gives me energy and increases my mood, but then it's really odd. I start feeling calm. And so it's balancing my hormones is what's happening. It alleviates arthritis pain, which is why we use this product. It helps with spontaneous pain as well. So let's say that you're taking the product, you have overall pain, something hits you, it actually will help decrease that pain score. Or it has in other studies. It also increases your serotonin, norepinephrine, and also dopamine, which I didn't put in here, into the brain, which of course helps with mood, helps with anxiety, helps with stress, helps with memory. So it's very, very positive. It can reduce pain in studies even during surgery or after surgery. So while other products have been known to have GI bleeds, and they were even black labeled with the FDA, this is a very safe alternative to that. Bioprin is another catalyst, you guys. It's another glue. It increases the absorption of nutrients in supplements. In fact, it's known to be probably the most powerful tool to do that, which is why some scientists are here to use it. It's an anti-inflammation catalyst. Again, it is getting rid of the pain. It can assist especially when used with the other ingredients with the spontaneous pain as well. And again, it also can increase mood. If you pull this product up, this is something scary that happens. If you're not a scientist, and even if you have a chemistry background or a biology background, and you have not worked in a lab for years with products, you can read one thing, but the reality again is using those together and knowing the full picture is really how you define a product. That's what you have to do. So for example, I'm going to use another example from science from my background. When I worked at BMS, Bristol Myers Squibb, I worked with viruses. I worked with HIV and AIDS. Do you know that one of the most powerful ways you can get rid of a virus is to send in an antivirus? So you make a fake virus, but it has all the components. It's actually a lukewarm version of the virus to target and go to the other virus, So it'll get rid of the one that's worse, and it'll take its place. Is the virus that we send in, like multiple sclerosis, bad? Yeah. But if we're using it to fix another problem, and then we program it to get rid of it, it works. What makes anyone think that we can create synthetic products that we can't use natural products to do the same? It's simply not true. The difference is, the natural products are not owned by pharmaceutical companies. And so we have a tool here, a product here. You guys are being educated and understanding the facts from hopefully I'm doing it in the right way, where you can understand what kind of product we've created. It breaks down starches and toxins. Who here, because a lot of people do not like stevia. So who here, did I did, I wrote ahead. Go back. I did not announce stevia, did I? Sorry guys. A lot of people do not like this product. How many of you guys are familiar with this product? However, simply not true. There's some good things about this product in the format that we used it. It can be a catalyst. It can actually break down starches and toxins, and we used natural organic sources to make the product in the way that we did. So if you guys want to come and talk to me about this product, I understand the pros and cons as well. It does control weight. It's used in dietary supplements, as you guys know. We used a form of this that would be positive to be used, created in a product, not for that reason, but so we could use it as a catalyst. Levagen reduces joint pain. It contains good fatty acids. It helps with sleep patterns. So you're probably going to notice when you take this product, you have energy, and then you feel some peace. And just like Carl talked about on stage, you're probably going to notice, if you pay attention, it increases mood and increases sleep because you're balancing again. If you start thinking about all the products that we've been talking about, ingredients in this product, you'll notice a similar train of thought around this. When you say, well, my gosh, Christina, you said Byron said this was a joint formula, but now I know it's increasing my metabolism, it's improving my mood, it's balancing hormones in a good way. Why did you call it bend? Because it does do the joint pain. It helps with that, but there's just these other side effects as well. Again, I'm going to use Monica and embarrass her. I was backstage and I said, you know, the problem is it's going to make people lose weight. And she said, I know, that's good. I said, don't even talk to me about weight. Honestly. I said, seriously. She started laughing. I said, when you're that skinny, you can't talk to someone about weight. But even Monica, she's not, with the way the ingredients are made, she's not going to get rid of things she needs in her body. Her body is going to balance out. She may notice that she's not as hungry. She may notice that she sweats a little bit, but overall it will balance out. For those of you that want to use this also as something that can help you with other areas of your life, that's your decision. It's up to you all. But it does have all of these factors included in the ingredients of the product. New Rice is an organic dietary supplement. It can lower cholesterol. It helps with cardiovascular. It can improve a feeling of fullness. In fact, it's kind of a newer type of product used. You know, a lot of scientists haven't worked with it. It can aid in weight loss. It can improve lipid levels, and it can burn fats. Bend. So, and if you guys say to me afterwards, well, you haven't lost weight, Christina, I'm going to tell you it's because I do not have a bunch of that product yet because we sold out. So don't tell me that. It has anti-inflammation benefits, as you guys know. It is a very, very powerful antioxidant. Supports healthy joints. Your cartilage health will be extremely better. And cartilage, think about it. If you're helping your cartilage, what else are you helping? You're helping your skin. If you're helping your ligaments, what else are you helping? You're helping your skin. So it's going to release cytokines, which are joint specific, but I can tell you the cytokines released from the combination of the products are going to be released in various places throughout your body. You are going to be taking Sol, and you're going to be getting rid of bad cells and targeting healthy cells to become cleaner and core, cleansing your body, making you have a healthy city so that you yourself are a better product. I want to be a better person inside and to people. I agree with Mike. There's zero reason in anyone's life to be arrogant. We have every reason in our lives to help others and to be there for each other. Pain can sometimes stop what you're doing during a day and make you unable or paralyzed to do other things. But we have to come up with healthy solutions instead of synthetic medicine. And we have them.